You think NBA training camps are tough? Dwyane Wade says Pat Riley's version was on a completely different level. If you followed the Miami Heat for any length of time, you know they pride themselves on Heat culture. It's about discipline, accountability, and doing everything the hard way. But according to Wade, sometimes Riley took things so far it felt like something out of a boot camp. On his podcast, Wade recently reflected on what it was like playing under Riley's leadership, and let's just say he didn't sugarcoat it. There's a little micromanaging going on, Wade said. Micromanaging, sometimes it feels petty. So, if you're petty and I'm petty, then we're going to get petty. If you know Pat Riley, that checks out. The man has always been a perfectionist, from his Showtime Lakers days to building the Big Three in Miami. He wanted everything, and everyone, in line. And one of his most famous traditions was sending his team to what could only be described as a military-style training camp. When LeBron James and Chris Bosh joined Wade to form the Heatles, Riley wasn't about to let three superstars think they could coast through the season. Wade says that first camp was unlike anything he had ever experienced. It was awful, Wade admitted. It was no luxuries. They had us in such a militant mindset. Bro, it was crazy. We had to sleep and eat at certain times. You had whatever food that was prepared. We couldn't wait to get back to Miami. No, it wasn't good. Reading that might sound like a normal training regimen, but this is Pat Riley we're talking about. This is the man who regularly measured body fat percentages and called players out if they didn't meet team standards. For Riley, discipline wasn't optional, it was a requirement. At the time, Wade hated every second of it. But now, with the benefit of hindsight, he admits Riley might have known exactly what he was doing. The military kind of put us in the mindset of it's us against y'all, Wade said. And you know what? It worked. Miami became the most hated team in sports during that era, and that militant mentality kept them locked in through 4 straight finals appearances and 2 championships. Wade's comments give us a rare inside look at how championship teams are built. It's not just about talent or highlight plays, it's about mental toughness, conditioning, and building a bond so strong that nothing can break it. Riley's methods may seem extreme, even petty as Wade joked, but you can't argue with the results. The Heat became the standard for toughness and resilience, and their success during the Big Three era cemented Miami as one of the NBA's premier franchises. So while Wade might still laugh about how miserable that camp was, he also acknowledges that without it, the Heat might not have built the dynasty that they did. That's classic Pat Riley, always thinking long-term, always willing to do whatever it takes to set the tone, even if his players hate him for it in the moment. So Heat fans, next time you hear Heat culture, just remember, it's not just a slogan. It's early mornings, strict diets, military schedules, and a little bit of pettiness. But as Wade and company proved, it can also be the foundation for championship glory.